Welcome back to Halftime Blues podcast. This is week number 2.
Yeah.
Woo! I'm Sean. I'm a Chelsea supporter, and my friend Josh is unfortunately a Man City supporter.
You mean fortunately?
Yeah. Whatever.
After that weekend.
Anyway, we've actually had a really awesome weekend of football. Loads of goals to talk about.
Loads of controversies.
Exactly. Loads of managers getting sacked, loads of managers' jobs on the lines. So we got a lot of stuff to get through.
Right. So I thought maybe we should start off by just talking about a blues club that we are officially about. And maybe we should just chat about that demolition of Newcastle.
Oh.
What did you think of that?
Well, to be honest, that was crazy, man. We were watching it together, and Newcastle scored the first goal, and I was so happy because this was the downfall of City for me. And then Aguero did his thing.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. But, I mean, okay, so as you guys probably know, Aguero scored 5 goals, which is absolutely ridiculous. But for me, it was also an amazing team performance. It wasn't just the Aguero show, you know.
Yeah.
Between David Silva and Kevin De Bruyne and Aguero, those three were, in my opinion, just ridiculous. It was hard to choose who the man of the match was in terms of, okay, Aguero obviously was, he scored 5 goals, but in terms of their performance and what they were contributing, it was, it was excellent.
Yeah, it feels like Silva's the most underrated player in the world.
But
nobody talks about him.
Definitely in the Premier League.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's so very, I only hear very few times where the commentators will actually bring up, how good Silva really is. But no one talks about him. No one rates him. He doesn't make it onto Premier League Player of the Year.
Yeah.
He doesn't get compared to other good players like Hazard or Fabregas or Mata.
Yeah.
And
he's outplaying them at the moment. And, yeah.
Well, he's always been statistically the best.
Better than them.
So, yeah, what a freaking game.
Yeah. What I love about Aguero is he just goes for goal, non-stop.
Yeah.
I do love Diego Costa. I love him to bits, but I just wish he would stop, messing around with other players and actually just focus on scoring some goals. You don't see Aguero doing that stuff. He's got one focus, and it's score goals, and he does it.
Yeah.
And he's not afraid to shoot. Yeah.
And what a way to come back, eh? Everyone was criticizing him, out of form, bang, straight back in it.
Well, hopefully Costa will do the same thing this week.
It's possible. Next week. It's possible. He just needs to change his attitude, in my opinion. All right, so that was the City demolition of Newcastle, but there was yet to be another amazing demolition.
That was the mighty Arsenal
thrashing United.
Oh, that was amazing. And one thing here at Halftime Blues is that there's one team that we both hate with a burning passion just as much, and that is Manchester United. And to see Arsenal rip through them in the opening, 10, 15 minutes or so.
Well, after 7 or 8 minutes, they had 2 goals.
It was done. Almost game over. The first Sanchez goal, the way that he finished that off, that was just absolutely incredible. Brilliant. They had no idea what to do. And Özil's goal was also set up really well. I felt like he took his time and he just slotted it in.
A very clinical finish. But the build up to that was also unbelievable.
Yeah.
The speed at which they just counterattacked was very impressive, and they completely, dominated. Man United just didn't get off their bus.
No.
They were so slow.
Yeah.
I think they borrowed your bus for a second.
They did the Chelsea bus, which doesn't seem to have wheels on it at the moment. They definitely have taken a page from Chelsea's book.
So, yeah, if there's any Arsenal fans out there, I'd just like to thank you for your team's performance yesterday. You helped City get back to the top of the league. And I always love to see United lose. Obviously, they're our biggest rivals, but it's fantastic.
It's because of their fans that I hate United so much. It's like they win one match and like Facebook explodes as if they've won the Champions League.
Yeah.
Like, I can't handle it. So
also, they have so many fans.
They do.
They have so many fans because they've won the Premier League so many times.
Won Champions
We'll give you that. So they have all these fans who expect the old Manchester United to be rocking up and playing, but they're not the same.
I don't know about Louis van Gaal.
No.
His so-called philosophy just doesn't seem to be working just yet.
So am I right? This is his philosophy. Keep the ball as much as you can, pass it around, try and control the game, and at the right time, you try and make an attacking move and score goals.
I think so, but at the same time, everybody's so secretive about the philosophy. Nobody knows what it really is.
I think the philosophy is...
Be boring and wait until 3 goals are scored against you.
Well, I heard this week that he even chooses when which players go get their lunch first at the training ground. Almost like summer camp. Where,
like the primary school teacher.
Yeah, so like if you've been good, then you can go get lunch first, sort of thing.
Wow.
I heard he even does that.
Wow.
That's his philosophy, bro.
I heard
he chooses who eats first.
I heard he tells his wife when she can go have lunch. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He does look like a bit of
a dictator.
And his English is also. Yeah.
Anyway,
okay.
Thank you, Arsenal. That was amazing. Okay. On to the next one. We won't talk about this too much, but a certain Barcelona is definitely missing a certain world's best player.
That's true.
They lost to Sevilla.
Yeah.
They lost to Sevilla 2-1.
But Sevilla are a very good team.
No, they're definitely a solid team. I mean, the Europa League champions of last year. But it's Barcelona. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It took a Neymar penalty, which almost got saved, by the way.
Oh, really?
To just get a consolation goal. Sevilla won 2-1.
Wow. So I didn't see the match, so I'm not too sure.
That's pretty impressive. On to the next thing. Bayern Munich beat Borussia Dortmund. I honestly thought Dortmund would put up a bigger fight.
What was the score?
5-1. Lewandowski scored another 2.
Oh, really?
Muller scored another 2.
Guy's on fire, man.
And Goethe scored as well.
World Cup hero.
And funnily enough, Jerome Boateng got 2 assists.
Really?
He clapped the ball into the air twice.
Wow.
And set up Muller and Lewandowski.
So who scored the goals? We got Lewandowski.
2 Lewandowski goals, 2 Muller goals, 1 Goetze.
Muller's weird, man, because he's not like your typical striker. Like he's not like a striker. He's like a weird little skinny man.
But he knows how to
draws
finish.
In all these goals.
He knows how to finish.
He does.
By the way, we honestly thought with Borussia Dortmund's start that they would be title challengers in the Bundesliga this season. I had a look at the table this morning, and Bayern Munich are officially 7 points ahead of them now.
Oh, that's going to be tough to come back from.
And Dortmund are second. So Bayern are, after the 7th game in the Bundesliga, are already pulling away.
Ahead. Wow. But that's the Bundesliga for you.
Yeah.
Not many teams that could really challenge for the title.
As you can hear, we are Premier League supporters.
Exactly. Don't Munich play a Premier League team next in Champions League?
Yeah, they play Arsenal.
Oh, it's Arsenal. Oh, shame, man. Poor Arsenal.
Yeah. I feel sorry for them.
They never do well in Champions League.
So on to the next thing. Real Madrid drew yesterday against Atletico Madrid.
Another draw.
Oh. Karim Benzema scored the header, and in like the 84th minutes, some random guy from Atletico, it was a scrappy goal, but he got it in.
Wow.
And Ronaldo has only scored 5 goals after 7 or 8 La Liga games.
And weren't they all in one match?
All in one match. Yeah. So things aren't going well for him under Benitez.
I heard he's got problems with Benitez. I can't remember where I read it. He doesn't enjoy him, or there's a bit of conflict going on there. So
yeah, I think he doesn't like the style of play that Benitez has and the formation,
which is
he doesn't do a 4-3-3 like the typical Barcelona Real Madrid attacking side. He does a 4-2-3-1, I think.
Yeah, I think his strategy is just pray and hope that I win a match.
You don't have much faith in him.
No, he did win us a trophy, but no.
Yeah,
I don't like the man.
Okay, so this is a big one.
What's this?
It's a Blues team that we're talking about. Obviously, Chelsea. We've spoken about City already. What happened, Sean?
Yeah, bro. I really don't know what's going on with Chelsea at the moment. It's actually really sad. And my whole life, I'm 26 years old. I've never seen Chelsea play this bad since I've been alive. So I honestly don't know what to think. It's like I got these feelings inside of me that we constantly lose, and I get angry that I've never felt supporting Chelsea. So I just don't know what to do with it. At the moment, in my mind, there's no ways we can challenge for the title. I struggle to think how we're going to get a top 4 position. So in my mind, it's already a lost cause. So I don't have much hope supporting my team, which is really sad because Chelsea are a good team, but just something is going so wrong. There's not one player who's standing out. Maybe Begovic, I would say.
Yeah.
He's the only player who's standing out. And then they're still drilling 3 or 4 goals past
And unfortunately, he can't keep clean sheets because
of his defence.
But he's making some decent saves.
No,
I haven't seen him make some bad saves.
No, he's done extremely well. And to be honest, he's probably our only player that's got form at the moment.
Even Pedro is
nice.
Okay, and Willian's free kicks.
Yeah, Willian's free kick. He's become the free kick Jedi master. I don't know what happened to that guy, but he should just keep doing what he's doing. But Chelsea are definitely on the back foot. And
for me, it all came down to that doctor thing.
On the first week?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was something weird there, how Mourinho just flipped out.
That set the tone for the whole Chelsea camp this season.
It did. I
honestly don't think that that's how you can start title defense.
No. With
that sort of drama happening at the club.
I don't know why he freaked out so bad, because we were going. It was at the end of the match, we were drawing. I don't know, is a draw that bad on an opening day against Swansea? I'm not too sure.
Something wasn't lacquer there.
Something snapped. It was quite sad. Well, I called it last week in my blog post. I said that Chelsea will lose to Southampton, and we lost spectacularly. Obviously, Willian's free kick was good, but that Davies goal was amazing.
But Fabregas didn't pick up the striker there.
Yeah, Fabregas falling behind. Fabregas doing what he does. Can't.
Who do you think are Chelsea's worst players right now?
In terms of form, definitely Fabregas, Ivanovic.
Yes.
It's got to be Ivanovic. Cahill, Aspilicueta and Zuma are doing okay. But I would say definitely Ivanovic, Fabregas, Matic, and sadly Eden Hazard. He's just not doing well.
He hasn't done much either.
Yeah.
I will have to put John Terry's bad performances down to the fact that Mourinho has lost faith in him, it seems.
Yeah.
And I think he's lost his confidence.
Yeah, I think he has.
I mean, after being the player who didn't miss a Premier League minute last season to the one getting dropped at half time.
It's true.
At the City game, he got dropped halfway through the game, and ever since then he hasn't played well at all.
You see, what I don't get is sure, Mourinho might be wanting to use Zuma because he's young and he knows Terry's hasn't got much left, so he's got to get Zuma playing eventually, right?
Yeah.
But why would you not pair Zuma with Terry from the get-go? Because Zuma can learn so much more from Terry rather than Cahill.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a few things like keeping Ivanovic on the field. We got people we got young guys like Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Kennedy, Traore. These young guys who are really, really talented, good youngsters. but they just sit on the bench. I'm like, if you're in such a bad situation, like, why don't you just give these guys a chance? Because they got nothing to lose. They want to prove themselves more than our first team guys, which are not doing a good job. So, yeah, not a good time to be a Chelsea fan, to be honest.
Yeah. So, even though we had some amazing results in the Premier League this weekend, we also had some manager controversies.
Yeah.
So it looks like Dick Advocaat has resigned from being Sunderland's manager.
Oh, poor Dick.
That Dick.
Shame, man. So we titled this section Dick's Departure. Double D.
Look, I definitely think, and I had a feeling he was going to do it soon enough.
Yeah. So you said he never got fired, he stepped down?
Apparently he stepped down, but you don't really know.
You never know, yeah.
You never know. I mean, Sunderland change managers like every weekend, so you never know. But I feel sorry for him. I mean, he got emotional after his side went 2-0 up against who was it? West Ham.
Yeah.
They went 2-0 up, and you could see he had tears in his eyes.
Wow.
Because they were winning and they were finally doing something.
Wow.
I'm serious.
Poor Dick.
Even the commentator said, like, look at how emotional he is,
But he was useless.
And he was. And unfortunately, they went back down to a 2-2 draw. And luckily, they didn't lose, but
then they should have stepped down.
Yeah, they should have closed that game out.
Yeah.
And the second goal came from, well, maybe it was the first, but someone took a long-range shot at Pantilimon.
Yeah.
And he literally, tried to do that thing where they, parry it into the ground and then catch
it again, yeah.
But he, parried it all the way, 4 meters away from him, and then Payet, who's on fire,
he's amazing,
just slotted it home.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was going to tuck that away. I mean, what bad goalkeeping.
Yeah, Pantilimon's never been the best keeper.
No, I'm glad we don't have him.
Sunderland do look like they're heading for the drop, I think.
And I think they need to.
Yeah.
I think they are a valid Premier League club, but I think they need to get dropped to the Championship for one season so they can sort their stuff out, so that their fans can see them winning games.
Yeah.
And then they can try again.
Yeah.
The season after. So yeah, shame. Poor Sunderland.
The other manager that didn't step down, but got sacked.
He got sacked.
Big headline is Brendan Rodgers from Liverpool.
Did you see that coming?
To be honest, I didn't after the draw. If Everton had lost, if Liverpool had lost, I think he would have been sacked. But after the draw, I thought they would give him a little bit of time.
Yeah. Apparently, Jurgen Klopp there's been some rumours that he is set to be the new manager, but in that article that I read, apparently Brendan Rodgers was always going to get sacked.
Oh, really?
Whether he won yesterday or not.
Okay, so that was.
Imagine he pulled off an 8-0 win at Goodison Park,
and
then got sacked.
Okay, that would be worse.
That would be terrible, and apparently that's what would have happened, no matter what the result was.
It sounds like the powers that be want a new manager.
Sounds like they decided that they wanted a new manager a while ago, and it sounds like it seems like it is a good time now because it's international break.
Yeah.
They probably just wanted him to finish the last few games before the international break.
Still early enough in the season that you're not disturbing a team that's got a lot of momentum,
Yeah.
It's a good time, I think.
Yeah.
And I think, Jurgen Klopp in the Premier League will be amazing if he does come along.
Yeah, definitely.
I think you'll see a brand new Liverpool who actually attack and score some goals.
Maybe after
a while.
Yeah. It will take a while, definitely. But
he doesn't have good players to work with.
He doesn't have very good players to work with.
But at the same time,
I think Sturridge is the best player there.
Sturridge is good.
Sturridge has to be
I learned that from Chelsea.
Coutinho has to be also a pretty good player.
Firmino has got the talent, but
he hasn't done anything yet. Obviously, Sterling's gone, and
Danny Ings is doing well for them.
Danny Ings is doing well.
He's doing really
well.
He's
not too bad.
Yeah.
And James Milner for me, he's still solid. So they have a few players, but will they be able to capitalize on that?
Bro, but to be honest, Jurgen Klopp has done this before with the Dortmund team, who no one knew who Lewandowski was, Götze was, Marco Reus was, half of those, Matt Hummels, like, they were nowhere near superstars, and Klopp actually made a whole team superstars. So if anyone can do it, I think Klopp would be the man.
I guess the only question now is to think about where on earth is Brendan Rodgers going to go to?
Well, Sunderland need a manager.
That's true. I actually didn't think of that.
Might just swap over.
Imagine he goes to Sunderland.
He could do a good job.
I think he'll do a much better job than Dick was doing.
Yeah, Dick needs to take off. Yeah.
I apologize for my friend here. Okay. Before we get on to the games in this week's podcast, we've got one more thing to talk about. In terms of what happened on the weekend. Harry Kane,
he got a goal?
He got on the score sheet again.
He scored a goal.
He got his second Premier League goal.
He's back on form.
But it was an own goal, and it was an horrific own goal.
I did see it. It was terrible.
I think it was a corner that he tried to just clear away, and he completely sliced the ball straight into the back of his own net. It was embarrassing, to say the least.
And he looked embarrassed, I won't lie. He did look...
Well, how could you not be embarrassed? I mean, you're talking about a striker who's probably volleyed a lot of shots in his life before, and you'd expect him to just be able to clear the ball away.
Yep, he just couldn't do it.
It's a shame. Pain for Kane on that wonderful Sunday afternoon yesterday.
But then Eriksen
scored 2 mammoth free kicks.
Yeah, apparently they were good. I never saw them.
I saw them. They were very, very good. It's just
he is amazing, though, that guy.
It's just unfortunate because they could have won the game if Kane didn't get that own goal.
Well, I think the only positives he could take out is that he did score a goal. Poor guy.
Yeah. Okay, so
game time.
It is game time.
All right. So what are the games for this week?
This week, we have each selected a couple or 5 manager quotes, or sort of famous, sort of non-famous, whatever. We each chose 5 manager quotes from managers that whatever they've said in the past, and we've got to say out the quote to the other guy. And he's got to try and guess
who the manager is.
Guess who the manager is.
You've got to type, it's like managers say the darndest things.
Yeah.
That is the title of this game. Managers say the darndest things.
That's our game.
All right. So I think who's going to go? Who went first last time? I think you tested me first last time.
So you're going to test me first.
Is that right?
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll hit you with 5 manager quotes. We have no idea. We might have found the same 5 quotes. So this might fall flat on its face.
This could fail, and again, I could answer nothing right.
Okay, so this first manager said this: a very good side playing at the sort of level we are aspiring to. This manager was talking about Man City, by the way, at the time. So he said, a very good side playing at the sort of level we are aspiring to.
A very good side playing at the sort of level we are aspiring. He said this about Man City.
Yes.
Recently.
I'd say in the last 2 to 3 years, yeah. We can give clues.
Let's give
clues. We could say, I'll tell you that he's not a current manager in the Premier League anymore, but he was in the last 2 to 3 years. What do you think?
David Moyes?
Whoa, nice, man. Good job.
Yes.
David Moyes, talking about City. He's obviously managing United at the time, which is funny. Talking about City like that. Okay, so 1 for 1 for Josh.
Wow.
Number 2. Okay. This manager, talking about Brendan Rodgers, says, Brendan's Chihuahua doesn't do that. During the week, it sleeps, eats, and trains a little bit. So I have to say his Chihuahua is a privileged one. Who do you think it is?
Brendan's Chihuahua?
Yeah.
When was this quote said?
I don't know. Probably recently.
A privileged one?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know who would say something
He's
so
currently a manager in the Premier League.
I don't know who would say something so crazy. I have to try Jose Mourinho.
2 for 2. It's Jose Mourinho.
What?
Obviously, Jose would say something so odd and crazy. All right, so good job, bro.
Thank you.
Jeez, all right. Number 3. Okay. My greatest challenge is not what's happening at the moment. My greatest challenge was kicking Liverpool off their effing perch. And you can print that.
Sir Alex Ferguson.
Nice. 3 for 3.
Can I tell you something? That's one of mine.
You pick mine. Okay, well, at least I get one next time. Okay, 3 for 3 is good. Okay. Number 4. If you don't know the answer to that question, then I think you are an ostrich.
Jeez, like. Who would say that? Premier League manager?
I don't know if he's still their manager. I don't think he is.
So he's not a Premier League manager?
He might be. I don't know. Yeah. Oof.
Say the quote again?
If you don't know the answer to that question, then I think you are an ostrich.
Oh no. That's crazy talk. But I think I've heard this. Tim Sherwood?
No, it's not Tim Sherwood. It's Nigel Pearson from Leicester. I remember.
Yes, he's not there.
He's not. Okay,
it's Claudio Rivera.
Yes, that's it. I was trying to wonder. Ex-Chelsea boss. Okay, so you got three out of four. Last question, or last quote. The manager said the darndest things. Quote is, I still think I'm the best coach in the Premier League. He's not a current coach anymore, by the way.
I still think I'm the best coach in the Premier League. So he's left the Premier League.
Yeah.
Is he coaching somewhere else?
No.
I can't think of anyone who's left. Besides for Brendan Rodgers.
No. Is that your guess?
No.
Okay.
I still think I'm the best coach in the Premier League. I'm going to go on a limb here and say Harry Redknapp.
No. It's John Carver from Newcastle. The interim caretaker
he was
manager.
terrible.
I know.
That's
what makes the quote so brilliant.
Oh my word!
He literally said, "I still think I'm the best coach in the Premier League." When Newcastle was struggling to fight relegation last year.
Wow. They do really say the darndest things.
Yeah. So that's a good score. 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 is not bad at all. Well, first off, I do have 1 out of 1, right? So you can skip that first one. So. Okay.
That was the third one, but I'm not going to say that anymore.
Okay, so I've got 1 out of 1. That's a good start.
Okay. So, here is my first quote to you, Sean. He is like a PlayStation player. He is the best in the world by some distance. Speaking about Lionel Messi.
Oh, okay, speaking about Messi. I'd have to say I'm going with he's like a PlayStation player, a manager that plays PlayStation. Who's the nerdiest looking manager? I'm going to say, is he not managing anymore?
He is.
Oh, damn.
Premier League manager.
Okay, then I'm going to say Jose Mourinho. Who was it?
Arsene Wenger.
Arsene. I'm going to say no French accent. Okay.
Sorry, bro.
1 out of 2.
My French accent is...
It's alright. 1 out of 2.
Okay, this is a more boring one, but I will say it anyway. When I go to the press conference before the game, in my mind, the game has already started.
I go to the press conference before I go. In my mind.
So someone who's very tactical and, I mean...
Premier League manager.
Yeah, think about that. In my mind, the game has already started.
Yeah.
So that means whatever he says, he's being tactical.
Jeez. Just want to say Jose Mourinho for everything, but I'm going to say... I'm going to say Jose.
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
And that makes sense though, because of the way he says things and the reasons why he says it.
Oh yeah.
So the game started when he's talking to
like his 7-minute rant. That was right. 2 out of 3.
This is my third. Yeah.
Yeah.
Running is for animals. You need a brain and a ball for football.
Running is for animals. Current coach?
Mm-hmm.
Running is for animals in Europe. Louis van Gaal?
Yep.
What? Really?
Amazing, yeah.
Wow. That sounds like something that guy would say. All right, sir.
Well done, bro.
I'm also 3. Well, I got the first one. Yeah,
by default.
By default. So 3 out of 4. Oh, I could take it here, bro. Okay. Let's go.
This is the last one.
That's it.
Okay.
This is to beat you.
This one is, okay. It's just funny.
Okay.
I couldn't be more chuffed if I were a badger at the start of the mating season.
Current manager?
No.
Okay.
So it isn't all
brilliant.
It isn't all
That's right. I couldn't be more chuffed if I was a badger
at the start of the mating season.
That's brilliant. Who is some of the weirdest managers? So not in Premier League anymore. Okay. Do you know like how long ago it was said?
I don't, but I will tell you that he was a QPR manager.
Oh, it's Redknapp. Who was it?
Ian Holloway.
Ian Holloway. That guy did say some crazy stuff. Okay, so we tied it up.
3 out of 5 each. Not too bad, bro. Not too bad.
That's not bad.
I mean, that Louis van Gaal one was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And I won't lie, I was pretty impressed with my... what was the first one I answered?
That was David Moyes.
Yeah.
Talking about Man City. Yeah, okay.
That's not bad.
Okay, so I got a game for you, though.
Oh, wow.
I got a game for you. So this game's called Sky...
Choose the Blues.
Choose the Blues. That's a good one. It's called Choose the Blues. All right, so what I'm going to do is I got 5 facts that I'm going to ask Josh. And I'm just going to give him the facts, and he's going to tell me he's either going to answer sky blue or dark blue. So sky blue is obviously Man City, dark blue is obviously Chelsea. So whichever team he thinks the fact is true for. Okay, and we'll test them. So we've got 5 facts, and then next week I'll do the same thing and see how well I do. All right. So the first one. Which Blues were the only team to ever be relegated with a positive goal difference? So it's either sky blue or dark blue.
Dark blue.
Nope.
Really?
Sky blue.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to say that, but I didn't.
All right. Okay, so 0 out of 1. Okay, number 2. Which Blues scored 100 goals in 1957-58 season, but they also conceded 100 goals in that same season?
Sky Blues.
Nice. Awesome. 1 out of 2. All right. That's pretty crazy. I don't even know how that happens. But how do you concede 100 goals? All right. Question 3. Which Blues were the first club, along with Arsenal, to play with numbers on their shirts?
I've got to say dark blues.
Nice. Dark blues it is. All right. So what we got? 2 out of 3.
Yep.
Okay. 4th question. Which Blues became the first team to win the FA Cup at the new Wembley Stadium?
I know we only won the FA Cup in 2011. And I don't know when the Wembley Stadium was built. But I'm going to go for... How many times has Chelsea won the FA Cup?
Oof, I think maybe like 4.
Got to go for dark blues.
Nice. Dark blues it is.
The match was on your side.
Yeah. Okay. What's that? 3 out of 4, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, last question. Which Blues, and this is just between the 2 Blues teams. There might be other teams that have played younger players. But the question is, which Blues had the youngest, between the 2 Blues, which Blues had the youngest player to play for their first team at 15 years? Don't know the player's name, I forget it, but he was 15 years old.
Really? In the first team, like in the Premier League? Or...
Yeah. I can't remember the year, so it might
I'm
be
going to say dark blues.
Sky Blues, that's right. Chelsea's one was just over 16 years, and I think yours was about 15 and a half. Which is pretty young. So
it must have been a long time ago, though.
I think it was. I can't remember the year. I should have written it down. Sorry. That's pretty good. 3 out of 5. So 3 out of 5. We'll have to see what I get next week. Obviously, we won't have a podcast next week because there's international break, but the following week.
Next time.
Yeah, next time. All right. So lastly, we have predictions for the upcoming matches. Chelsea play Aston Villa at home, and City play Bournemouth also
at home.
At home.
Now, these are both after the international break,
yes.
So it's in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah. So I think you started last. No.
Yeah, what are your predictions?
Chelsea Villa, to be honest, this is actually the first match where I feel like we are going to win. And I think we will win by 2-0.
Okay.
And then the City-Bournemouth game, surprisingly, I think it'll be quite tough for you guys, just because Bournemouth are banging goals and actually doing pretty well.
They don't have Callum Wilson anymore. He's out for 6 months.
That I was going to say. But I think you guys will beat them 3-1.
Okay. The Chelsea-Villa game, I think after Costa's ban from the international team and after his Premier League ban, I think he'll come back, maybe bang some goals in. I think you have to win that one.
We do.
I think 3-1 or 4-1.
Wow, okay.
And then the City-Bournemouth game, I have a strong feeling that Kompany's going to be back. So he's been recalled for the national team, but I don't think he will play. But I think he'll be ready for when we play Bournemouth. And then I think we'll be back to our top defence, which means I'm going to go for a 3-0 City win.
Okay.
I think we're going to try and keep a clean sheet there.
Awesome. Cool. So that's all we got time for today. Don't forget to check out our website, which is halftimeblues.com. Also, if you're interested, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/halftimeblues. And we also have a Twitter, right? I think we do.
I think we do.
We got a Twitter. Just search Twitter, search Instagram. All of them are Halftime Blues if you're looking for our handle. But go check out our website. We put up weekly blogs of the matches that happened in the previous week.
Lastly, I just want to say, if you guys have any awesome ideas of what you want us to talk about or discuss or have questionnaires about or whatever,
some cool games and ideas for us.
Post us a comment on our blog or on our Facebook SoundCloud. Or anything,
Yeah, like us on SoundCloud too.
Yeah.
Share it on Facebook.
But give us feedback. Give us what you guys think, and then we'll do our best to improve stuff. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.